Going on, y'all?
Well,
Starting late today, huh?
Is it late?
well, for us, yeah, it's 11 o'clock, so it's a little late.
Fun times. You all have a good week?
Yep. We had got to celebrate a 21st birthday yesterday. It was Bigfoot themed. It was kind of fun.
Bigfoot's only 21, huh?
Josh ate too much and drank too much.
So that's like a Tuesday then, right?
These days.
He had too much swamp water.
Fun times. Fun times. I went to the movies. Miles turned 16 yesterday, so
That's right.
little spoiler alerts. Growing up and up and up.
Pretty soon we'll be celebrating his 21st birthday.
Oh, I'm okay with him being 21. I'm just not cool with being 53.
Yeah.
If there was a way to get one without the other, then
Dude, I feel old seeing Miles being as old as he is too, because he was just like this little thing when he first came in.
Little dude. Yeah, he was creamy. He wasn't even 5 pounds when he was born. He was like a little kitty.
So he had to have been 2 or 3, well, 3 or 4 at least when I first met him, because he was walking and moving around. He didn't talk to me all that much, but he was running around the store and everything. So with Alex,
He's good at that.
he had to be at least, yeah, I want to say at least 4 or 5. And then Gwen, she was little. She's itty bitty.
But yeah, she was like freshly squeezed.
Yeah, and then I remember Jennifer being pregnant with the last 2, so.
Yeah, that's the spice of life, right? Variety in your children.
Well, it's funny because there's some kids that I used to, when I used to work at the preschool, and now they're like graduating high school, or they're sending me their invitations to their weddings, or they've got kids themselves, and I'm just like, oh dear Lord, this is what just happened here.
Plus, aren't you like an aunt twice over now?
Well, 5 times over.
5 times.
Well, we count Arf and Squeak as our nieces. So we've got 4 nieces and a nephew. John's got 1, Jennifer's got 1, and then his brother's got 1, and then there's 2 here that we claim as our nieces. So
What do they do to be so lucky?
no,
They live basically under the same roof.
yeah.
That'll do it.
They've been calling us Auntie Liz and Uncle Josh since day 1.
Okay.
Well, you're Jaw. She calls you Jaw.
Rastafari?
He hasn't quite got the part out. And I'm Wee. I'm Auntie Wee.
Oh, so when he comes home, they're like, Ja!
Jaw!
And I praise.
Pretty much. They're adorable. She's, what, a year and a half? She'll be 2 in July.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys get any chance out there to go to the cinema too often, but there's this movie called Sisu. We talked about a little bit last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me and Jennifer went and saw it on Friday, and it was amazing. Very good movie. Not too many words, but lots of action. It's like if I think that with a very minor tweaking, it could have been like a Wolverine origin story.
Old Man Logan.
Uh-oh. That's Fuzzy. What's going on with Fuzzy?
I know, I see Havoc's thing, but is he even here?
He's around. Just making all that havoc. But I know that Fuzzy's got some fun stories about He's in Vegas.
I know I watched some of his WATNOT streams for a little bit here and there when he was doing it. He looked like he was having fun. He also looked like he hurt himself. He drank too much, I heard.
It's not like him.
Nando, right? Nando took him out. He had too much fun.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh,
Hey.
sounds like Havoc had too much fun this weekend, too.
Thursday to Monday is a long time to be in Vegas.
You just got back today?
Yeah, we got back around 4, I think. 3 or 4.
Yeah, I put it out there. Y'all could have not did it. It would have been okay with me. I would have given you guys a rest.
I'm good. I mean, just don't be surprised like halfway through I fall asleep. So
We're gonna hear him snoring. You're gonna forget to hit the mute. We'll just hear him snoring.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Like, let him get his stories out now before he falls asleep.
it was a fun. I like that Comicon. It's a good con. Plus, I mean, it's in Vegas, so I mean that's pretty fun. But good artists and writers, and I mean, there's a lot of good stuff out there. As for attendees, for sellers, that's fuzzy so portion of it, but as an attendee, it's like it was great.
Oh, that's cool. We'll get Fuzzy in here before we dig too deep. So that's cool. Any
Well, I'll give my part, my side.
okay, you meet anybody for the first time?
Well, Larry Hama. I never met Larry Hama before.
Oh, really? He was in WonderCon a few years back. Did you you didn't get?
I just didn't go to him.
Okay.
And I broke because I always say that I'm not gonna pay for signatures, but since Larry Hama's up there in age, I think he's at least close to 80. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to freaking break this rule that I have.
What'd you get?
I got like three or 4 omnibus signed by him, and then I cracked 2 of my CGC books. One of them for Wolverine 75, the one with the hologram.
Okay.
He did that one. He wrote it, so I got that one signed, and I cracked Wolverine 100, the other one with another hologram, and he signed that too. And then on those 2 books, Adam Kubert drew them, so I went and got Adam to sign it also.
Oh, that's dope.
And so I was able to get them
You
signed.
both started 9.8?
Yeah, they're both 9.8s.
Well, hopefully they hold it.
Yeah, I'm hoping. And Larry Hama is such a nice guy. I mean, geez. So telling stories about him being in all these TV shows and the Warriors movie and stuff like
Bash.
that. Yeah, Bash. Nice guy. His rate was $20 a signature. So I paid a lot of money for a bunch of his signatures, and then I was able to get Mark Bagley to sign like 3 or 4 omnibus that I had also. And Adam Cooper signed all my books, and he was charging $10. The only one that was for like hardcovers, Bagley wasn't charging. Only comics, he said. And then I had one more book left, which I didn't get signed because Eastman was asking for $25 a signature, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay that. Even though I love Eastman, but 20 was my limit. I was like, yeah,
that's a lot, dude. I mean, think about how much you spent for those signatures. That used to be 10 years ago. That would have been a sketch or 2 and all free sigs 10 years ago.
I spent over $100 of signatures, just a bunch of signatures alone, like 130 or something like that. And then I got a sketch by Mike Choi,
Okay.
Got a Gambit sketch by him. He calls this a remark, but truthfully, it was a full body sketch. It
Is
was,
it on a blank?
yeah, on a blank. I'm sending it to you right now on Instant Messenger. That it's not a remark. I think it's a full sketch. Gambit, and it came out pretty awesome. I sent that out to CGC also, but I might just crack it again to get it colored. I might just add some color to it. So, but there was no colorist in like a good colorist in this show, so I didn't want to just get anybody.
I forgot Larry Hama did stuff other than GI Joe.
Oh yeah, he did a good round of Wolverine.
Well, I've been going through and going back because I have the that Marvel Unlimited like app. So I've been reading some stuff digitally, and I decided to go back and read the Age of Apocalypse. And he wrote that Weapon X story.
Weapon X story, yeah, he did the whole thing.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
I took my weapon.
I mean, I knew, but I forgot that I knew. You know.
Yeah, I took my Age of Apocalypse omnibus, which he signed it, and Adam did the artwork for that, so I got both of them to sign that. So this is the Mike Choi sketch that he did for me.
Oh, nice.
And so,
yeah, that's legit,
dude. It came out awesome.
That's not a remark.
You know, seeing that pose, you know, that's a dope action pose.
That's a dope cover. Throwing the card.
That's supposed to be a remark?
Yeah.
Fuck, I wish every remark was like that. Good grief.
When they do the sketches, can you like suggest things to them, or do they just do whatever is on their mind?
You could, but for me, I just tell them the character.
Yeah. And
just do whatever you want.
It's like on a Gambit cover like that, I'd like to have the scene where Captain America is like knocking him out with one punch.
Well, now you're asking you're asking for more than just a Gambit sketch. You're asking for two characters.
Like the gloved fist, like hitting him right in the mouth. Bam!
That ain't never gonna happen. But like I said,
it's in the comics, bro.
You know,
it's canon.
Yeah, so you could ask him if he'll charge you a lot for that, but yeah, because he'll believe in that nonsense. But
Ray, you almost made him spit his coffee out on me.
But yeah, that's that dude. Mike Choi, nicest guy. He remembered me from the last time that we saw him here in Rosemead. Such a cool, nice guy. If you guys ever out there, if you see him at a con, get his a sketch from him, a remark. He also did a cover for the new Tinian book. He did like a special variant cover, which I bought just to help buy his books. So I bought that too. Tinian and his group, like all those artists that he uses, were there. Man, their line was long. All 3 days. He had, all the guys that the books that you guys like. I forgot. I don't even know what books they are, but I don't really collect them. But he had a big line.
He doesn't he do Something's Killing the Children?
He does that one.
He did Silver Coin.
There's another one that he does that's famous.
I'm trying to think of what it is too. The Closet. Did he do The Closet?
Have they put out a collected edition of the Silver Coin?
Something like Cabin or something like that?
Oh, there's probably a newer one. I'm behind a lot.
Yeah, I don't know, but he had
Silver
all his.
Coin, yes, Nate. They have put at least one book. They probably have done two. But
he had all his artists there that he uses, and well,
were there Deledra?
No, it was like Fernando something and something else.
Let's see. Yeah, the other guy that he works with.
The other guys, they're all there. They got a big old line. But yeah, I got that. My choice. So the only one I didn't really get was Kevin Eastman, and next time I will. Well, he's usually free at Comicon, so I'll get him there. But it was a great show. I mean, it was fun for me.
I think the best thing about Jimmy J's shows is that they're fucking. It's not like. It's like you get to be there hanging out with all those people the whole time.
Yeah, and it had everything for everybody. Like they had the Tara Strong and the guy, the voice of Beast Boy, and all these other Power Rangers, and like all these other actors that they had, and then of course all the writers and comic book artists.
How about from our friends? Who all went with you out there besides Fuzzy?
Jose showed up. That Mr. Latinx.
Nando was there, I think.
Nando was there. He flew in. And yeah, he was there. He left on Sunday. And that's about it. And me and Nick, which we stayed till Monday.
No James?
No, he wasn't able to come. I mean, we invited him. We told him to come down with us. He could have stayed with us in our room, but he couldn't make it. And same thing with Isaac, couldn't make it either. At the last minute, they couldn't make it. But yeah, Jose was the only one that came from the Comic Cave, and he was only there for one day for a few hours because he was with his family.
Was he happened to be in Vegas?
I don't know. I don't know if he used the excuse to go to Vegas so he could go to the con, or I have no idea. No, I don't know. But he showed up for a few hours, bought all his stuff he could, and left.
Interesting. How did Fuzzy had his booth? Did you help him out in the booth at all?
Just a little bit. I know Greg the Hammer Valentine was there all 3 days, and he had a great time. He made a bunch of money.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
I
there.
saw him
That
there.
guy's a nice guy, man. Very nice guy.
Cool.
You know, old school, just quiet. He'll talk to you, give you stories, and just BS with you. And yeah, he did a very good job. He made money. He was happy. But I don't know what with Nick and his partner, how it went with their, because I was jumping around from his little thing and then to John Paul's booth, and then just me doing my own thing.
From what I saw, Fuzzy's booth looked like the comics and stuff were taking a back seat to the Hammer stuff.
Yeah, it was a smaller booth that they had. It was a little bit smaller than usual. But yeah, I had, other than that, I don't know how he did. But he did party though. I know that. We partied hard.
I know. I started watching his WATNOT stream yesterday.
Oh, he had no voice.
Yeah, you could tell. He was just like, like he couldn't talk very well either. He's just like, yeah, I don't know. It was like these long pauses where it took a while to
he was done. Sunday, that Sunday show, he was done. He was done. He was dying. Woke up late. Everything. Just done.
That's what he was mentioning, that he got up late and he was like, we got a late start today, folks.
Somebody's ears are ringing.
He's like, I'm a little hungover. Hey! Everybody shout here.
Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a tough time getting started, but I am here. Did I say beer? I meant here. That's what I meant. What is going on, guys?
It looks like your beard.
I half expected you to have cocaine.
You embraced some Puerto Ricanness with your beard or something.
Oh, dude, I tried to trim it when I was going to Vegas, and I cut a hole right here, so I just shaved it all off, and I got a goatee. I forgot I hadn't shown anybody, and Steve was the first one to see it.
You actually look younger.
I was going to say, you look about 10 years younger, Fuzzy.
He's a baby face.
That's what I did. I was doing the goatee forever, and then it got gray.
It's
and I shaved
like
it off, and then people are like, I shaved it all off, and people are like, what did you do? And I was like, I got all the fucking gray hair off my face.
No, I liked when I think it was either Nando or someone looked at me and was like, "Did you lose weight?" I'm like, "Yeah, all the fucking weight right here." And then, oh, that's it, dude, that's it. But guys, I have stories for days for you. So when we're ready, I will tell you some of the funny adventure I went on.
I knew it was going to be that. It's the tagline of the thing. We'll get into it in a minute. I want to get all of the other extraneous things out of the way and then give you the undisputed floor there. Sisu, dude.
I gotta see it. I know.
Gotta see Sisu, man. It's dope.
I'm mad that I didn't go with James and everyone to go
Josh
see it.
might be upset with it because the Nazis all died. Right.
That's what usually happens. They get blamed for everything.
But it's good. It's clean. Good. It could easily be. Hey, James. It could easily be a Wolverine origin flick.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like he's got this pickaxe, like a miner's pickaxe. If you just CGI that shit into some claws, then you have a fucking Wolverine origin story because this motherfucker has a healing factor if there ever was one.
No, he's just a traditional action hero. He can just take the hits.
That's right.
I mean, think about
I can't.
Like Indiana Jones had to deal with, and he still like walks around. Get out of here, man.
No, he's like, there's this one scene where they hang him, and he's hanging, and he doesn't die, and he saves himself by like stepping to the side, and he's got a hole in I'm not sure exactly where, either in his leg or in his side of him, and there's like a thing sticking out of the pole that has the noose, and he like puts that into his skin, and it's digging into him to keep it from choking him. So there's some shit poking in it.
Oh, I'm already loving this.
He's running away from a dog,
James.
and
That was the part in the trailer. That was the part in the trailer that made me want to see it. I was like, did he just set himself on fire and throw himself at someone? That's fucking metal. That's metal as hell, dude.
Hey, Nick, I'm thinking of going on Wednesday at 7 o'clock showing at Sisu right there at City of Industries, 7 p.m. at Dolby.
All right, I gotta go. I gotta go tomorrow to help my friend move some shit. If I don't have to go Wednesday, I'm down because I do want to see it, dude. It looks good.
Cool.
Because we got to get that out of the way so we can drag James to go see Fast X.
It's in his leg. He gets shot in the leg and he uses the nail on the pole into the bullet hole from his leg to put himself up from choking out. Yeah, he's just fucking Wolverine. This guy's Wolverine if there ever was one.
That's awesome.
It's like fucking John Wick against Nazis. It's crazy.
That's literally the pitch I've been hearing from everyone. They're like, it's John Wick in World War II. I was like, oh shit, I'm down.
He sounds a little bit like Rocky from what was it, KGF or KGF? Yeah. And he's like hanging there and he's like bleeding everywhere, but he's singing "Happy Birthday" to the guy he's gonna beat the living tar out of.
Trading cards, we need to go. I want 3 of each, especially Dom.
Okay, guys,
yes.
I know I'm not gonna make it out here in the boonies to go see that. You guys are gonna have to give me a set of those.
Wait, why aren't we gonna go see it?
No, we're gonna go see it, but it's on opening night. We're not gonna be able to make it.
Hell yeah, opening night, baby.
That's right.
And out here,
it's about family.
Have the cool shit.
It's family.
You gotta. That reminds me. This week, starting Thursday night, we're gonna start watching the Fast and Furious movies. So we get caught up.
I already started.
So defeated.
Look, it's one of those.
He likes him. He's just being a shit.
It's one of those things that in the beginning I despised those movies. I thought that they were just, garbage entertainment. Like 5s out of 10s, that kind of stuff. But this lady over here thinks that they're like the bomb, and so
they're Oscar-winning performances all around. That means that
we have to
all around,
and that means also that I've over time I've become like mildly invested in these characters, even as ridiculous as it's become. And I'm just like, ugh. There's a part of me that hates it, but there's a part of me that like, oh, what's going to happen to Dom this time? No, not the family.
Hey, it's coming out May 18th. Are we going? Are we doing the main one, cool. Or because I'm down to go to AMC and watch it there first, and then go later on.
Well, I gotta look and see what the 4DX if they I'm sure they got tickets on sale, but I want to see if we can get one for opening night. If not, I'm down to do that. Go see AMC and then go to
because the tickets already on sale for AMC, and I'm looking at it. They have the Dolby already ready to go at Puente Hills.
James's comment. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, are you that big a fan of Jason Momoa?
No, because he hates Aquaman and Steve loves Aquaman. Okay.
That's fair.
I don't know. In the commercials, Momoa just doesn't seem like a.
He's the son of the guy that he beat up, that Dom beats up. That's who Momoa plays in this movie.
No, he's the son
of the guy that Dom beats up and goes to prison for.
No, he's the son of. I thought he was the son of the cartel guy.
Yeah, he's the son of the guy from the Brazil movie.
The Brazil one, yeah.
Where they drove through town,
whatever,
pulling the safe.
All right.
Boom.
See, that means that's why we got to watch the movies again, because I'm confused. And
see, look.
And we missed number 9. We haven't seen number 9 yet.
All you need to know is Momoa comes out and says, "We're blowing up the Vatican. You're going to hell." Made me smile so much. I said, "This is going to be one of those good cheesy movies. I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. I'm counting the seconds. Boom, boom, boom. Take my money."
It's not the same without Paul Walker.
It seems like he's playing. It seems like he's playing Ted from Bill and Ted Gone Evil. It's like one of the evil robot us's against the fucking bad guy or the family.
You know, Josh, I agree with you in a weird way. I really do, because it was like the duo. It's like it feels like we're watching Lethal Weapon without Mel Gibson. You know what I mean? Like, it's just Danny Glover talking about Mel and, oh, I wish he was here, kind of thing. Like, it is a little weird in that sense. I agree with you, because if you follow the story, it starts about him. Yeah. You know what I mean? Paul Walker's character. So that's, in technicality, we're invested in him.
Right.
So, like Dom kind of was like an offshoot that became something, and now it's like the Dom movie, and we're kind of like, well, do we really want to watch just Vin Diesel? Like,
well, and it's hard for me because since Vin Diesel is a fellow Dungeons and Dragons player, I have some side respect for the guy. So I don't want to kick a brother, when he's trying to make it on his own. But it's not the same without Paul Walker. It's just not.
I agree, but again, like you said too earlier, I'm invested. You know what I'm saying? I'm invested in this. So.
Yeah.
And I was about to say your new book it's been packed up. It'll be dropped off tomorrow for you. He came onto our live stream at Amazing Comicon. Got himself a.
Frozen Fuzz.
Am I back?
At least he has a good face. At least he had a good face when he froze.
Yeah.
Like, he did two of those faces.
Looked like I was stroking out.
Yeah.
He's having a Joe Biden moment. Look, he looks like the president.
Are you doing an imitation?
What
did you get?
It's like, I don't remember.
Something super taped up. Still going through tape. Wait. Completely not invested. Nando,
my man. I've got Nando's box of goodies right here.
Shit, I forgot to get my books from there. Oh well.
There's books in there that's yours?
Remember you said there was 3 books?
What books?
The ones they gave me.
I don't remember those books.
Yeah, because I never got them.
You know what else I don't remember?
Shit! I forgot my
piece
belt.
Of shit. This piece
I forgot
of
my
shit
belt
that I found. Now, ladies and gentlemen watching this show, everyone, if something's found in your car, whose is it?
Yours.
God dang right. So you know where this is going?
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
We're gonna have
if it's
yeah.
Got one. Haha. They were sold out. Not anymore.
That's the soft cover?
Yeah.
Nice.
You got doodles in it. But
I got doodles in it too?
Oh yeah, if you open the first page, there's doodles in it from the artist. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have ourselves a WCW moment.
Yeah, you better be careful with that belt, guy.
In the garbage.
You better be careful. You better be careful with that belt, son.
You know what else I found in my car? Look at this. This nasty ass jacket and shit, dude.
Oh my! I forgot that
in the
too.
Trash. And it's look.
If those
that Sanchez is slowly but surely trying to move in with you. That's what he's doing. He's like leaving little pieces here and there.
And that's why it's going in the trash. It's just getting rid of it, dude.
If that stuff belongs to you, Steve, show us the receipts.
Nope, he did not.
In full public.
Oh, it's mine now. So, ladies and gentlemen, next show I'll be selling it, starting it off at $1.
$1.50 right here, right now.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
So we're going to see Sisu.
Before we get into any of the con stories, I just wanted to find out if anybody heard that crazy Wizards of the Coast Magic the Gathering story that came out this last week.
No, it's great cards.
Well, so check. I'll just give the real short version of it. So, some guy who runs like a small-time YouTube channel about Magic the Gathering, he orders a booster box of cards from some guy.
Oh, I heard about it. I heard about it from.
And he got somehow by error he got like the new set which hasn't been released. So he opens it up on his YouTube channel to like show people the kinds of cards that are in the box. Wizards of the Coast hires the Pinkertons to go over and harass the guy and take everything back.
Did they show up at the door with a shillelagh?
They came in, they took all the cards, they even took the wrappers from the frickin' booster packs. They took all of it and just like vamoosed with it.
Why'd they let him in? Why'd he let him in?
That's exactly right. The guy should have told him to go blow, you know?
Wait, so these dudes, this dude opened them on live for everyone to see.
Yes.
Pinkerton men came in, roughed him up, took all his shit and bounced.
Yep.
Ain't that robbery?
Yeah, because the thing is that it wasn't his fault that he acquired it. Whoever purchased it from sent it by mistake. They must have gotten the copies ahead of time. You know, you hang on to it till the release date, and then you sell it to people.
Yeah, that happened.
They sent him one of those boxes in error, and he's just a regular dude, all excited to receive the new stuff. Opens it up to show the people on his YouTube channel. Wizards gets whiff of it. They hire the friggin' Pinkertons to go over to the house, you know, harass the dude and take it all.
I didn't even know the Pinkertons still existed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think
I love the Pinkertons, dude.
They're called Securitas.
Yeah, they're called Securitas now, but it's the Pinkertons, those bastards.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking nuts, dude. Like, that's legit robbery. Like, fuck it, I'm stealing Steve's belt. It's mine. Fuck it. I'm gonna call me a Pinkerton. I just jacked that fool like that. It's gone. Havoc, I'm sorry. I love you. But I would just Pinkerton your ass. That's what we're gonna start calling it when we jack shit.
There was somebody like a year, maybe a year or two ago. Two YouTube channels that are famous for dinosaur shit that put out some Jurassic Park stuff that they had gotten delivered to them through a vendor that they hadn't, they weren't obtained through ill-gotten means,
Right.
and they put out their show on it, and then they got their channel was just banned and removed from YouTube.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah.
And they're just like, wait, what? And there was no recourse, no reason. They had a hard time even getting hold of anybody.
Yeah.
And then through side doors, through contacting other channels that they were friends with, and them, and it kind of going viral, were they able to, get their shit all back going and whatnot? But brutal, man. Like,
I mean, what's crazy?
Picking it up with the wrong people.
What's crazy to me is that Wizards of the Coast is like, I mean, I know that Magic is still like relatively popular, but they're like a no big deal company. Most people.
Hasbro owns them.
Well, I know, but it was Wizards that were the ones that contracted the Pinkertons. And I mean, can you imagine like the audacity of it? Like, no one's releasing our cards ahead of time. We're going to get some pipe hitters to go down there and take care of business. It's like, what the hell? Like, they're cards, dude. Like, relax. Yeah.
If that would have happened to me, man. If that would have happened to me, I'd no lie, I would literally turn on my camera and I would just like fucking go over there with my cigarette and just drop it in there, dude, with some fucking gas, and I'll be like, look, no one gets them. They're gone, dude. Okay,
no, I know what you would do. You'd get out the Devastator and start waving that thing around.
Who needs some birdshot? Who told? We can't tell too many more people about that, dude. I get busted for that.
I'm talking about the Transformer.
Yeah, I'm with you. Exactly.
You don't want to
take this, you bastard.
Hey, did anybody go to that Golden Apple signing with Keanu Reeves?
Steve Havoc was gonna go, but I didn't. I figured it was gonna be him, but I was like, I don't. Who knows how big that line's gonna be? Did you see that interview that little kid did with him there though?
Yeah, Noah. That's my nephew.
Was that Noah?
That's not Luke. It's another one of my adopted nephews. Yeah, that's Noah from Noah's Amazing Reviews. Noah.
And he was asking him about doing stuff for kids or something like that.
Yeah.
Adorable interview. I was like literally going, aw.
That's that's only like that clip. It was like a 15-minute interview that he got to do. So his dad's releasing like certain questions and certain portions on his YouTube channel, so you could see more of the questions, because he asked him about saying that he liked Do Kaboom the best, and about doing one of those like a kids version story with Ron Garney and all those guys. And then I guess Ron Garney's an MMA fighter too, where he's like or jiu-jitsu. He's like a super black belt or something in jiu-jitsu. And so
super black belt.
I don't know. So Noah asked him about if he's ever going to roll with, asked Keanu if he'd ever roll with Ron Garney, because he does all his fighting stuff. It's pretty cute, the rest of the interviews and stuff. I just wanted to know if anybody else had like gone to the interview.
Yeah, like James said, it was in the middle of the week with no real warning. It was like, hey, an hour
Guess
ago,
what?
Yeah,
Keanu Reeves had a signing.
Yeah, they announced that they were doing a signing, but they didn't say who it was for until an hour before it started. And I think he was only there for like an hour and a half, something like that. He wasn't even there for that long either. But there was like 3 or 4 people that got to go in to do like their YouTube interviews and stuff like that. And Noah was one of them. The guy at Golden Apple was able to invited him down for that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That was cute. I like that. I saw it and I was laughing. I was like, "Come on, no, that's cool." I was like, "That's why I like Keanu right there, dude." The way he was talking to him, I was like, "That's cool."
Well, I guess
dug it.
The other thing too is that he asked Noah if Noah was like if he drew, and so Noah's like, "Yeah, I can kind of draw." And so he's like, "Get this kid some paper." And so he drew him like a little Spider-Man like sketch or something that I think in one of the videos you can see, because there's like a white piece of paper there, and that's like out was Noah's little picture that he drew for him and stuff. So it was,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's what his dad said, because I talked to his dad, and his dad was like, yeah, he was really good with Noah, and really paid attention to him, and it was pretty cute. So the interviews took place before anybody else got let in, is how it went down. They had those handful of people come in and do like the interviews ahead of time. I think they had to get there at like 9:30 or 10 o'clock or something. And so they did as they were setting up, and then they did their interviews, and Noah was the one that got to talk to him the most. The other people, they like got in there. Matt said that they came in and they did like a couple of little things or like a couple of little questions, and then they were like shoved off to the side, and then Noah, of course, was brought in, and it was, that one was a little bit more, I guess he enjoyed talking to him a little bit more, because Noah was really like asking him a bunch of fun questions. And then I think it started at 11 or something. The signing was from like 11 to noon or 11 to 1 or something. And so then they let everybody else in after that. But yeah, he had a couple of cool things done.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was pretty excited, for sure. I think there's a question too where he asked him who because Keanu reads comics, and he asked him some of the favorite people that he liked, and he was mentioning a handful, but he mentioned Frank Miller, and I was like, oh yeah, I know Frank. So like, he's like, really, I really want to meet Frank Miller. I've never been able to meet him at all the conventions and things we've gone to. He's like, oh yeah, Frank Miller's a really nice guy. And he starts talking to him. He interviewed Frank Miller, and Keanu was just like looking at him like, what the hell? He was all like incredulous. Whatever.
Well, that's what I mean. Keanu had like a shocked face the whole time, like just blown away. He was just like, right. This little kid, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I liked it. I was like, well, he's a good guy, dude.
It was cute, yeah. Anyway, sorry.
No.
Had to spread the Noah love there. Well, he started popping up on everything. This person had it, and then another channel got it, and then he was on the like entertainment. They kept pushing it on like Access Hollywood and
all the media.
Yeah, on the regular like media channels were like pushing it and showing that clip and stuff. It was pretty funny. But there's more to it if you go to his YouTube channel. There's more to it. But anyway, yeah, that's Matt. Noah's dad mentioned that he thought the same thing. There were people that were informed ahead of time because of what to bring, type thing. But like, he didn't specifically say. He just is like, this is the book that you should probably bring, and because he was only going to sign that book, and then from there it was like. There's just a handful of people that knew, I think, ahead of time or guessed who it was going to be.
See, they should have invited me because I live in San Dimas. I could have fucking worn my San Dimas high school t-shirt and fucking been like, what's up, dude? Yeah. You represent us.
San Dimas high school football, woo!
No, it was fun.
Those San Dimas.
And he just destroyed Oshkosh, or no, whatever his fucking store it was. Oh.
Just like. All right, Fuzzy.
Fighting with my cat. Sorry.
All right. So before
talk
I
about
tell the story,
Sisu.
Before I tell the
talked
story,
about the show.
What did he say? Did you tell him about your experience?
Yes, he did.
Okay,
yeah, I did.
It sounds like he was okay. So before I tell,
wait a minute, I do have a question. How did your comic sales go? When I did see your show there, it seems like it was like you had to get let behind the curtain to see a comic book, and it was all about Greg's shit up front.
We're gonna not do that right now. We're gonna just put that to the end. Let's put that to the end. As you know how Fuzzy likes to do it. I like to do everything fun, a little bit of bad, and then a little bit of fun at the end. I want to give it to you in a way. So first, let's start with what we got, ladies and gentlemen, from my man, old man, Comic Tom, ladies and gents. Boom. Superman 89, dude. Look at that. Adding that to the collection. Got me one of those. Every time you come from Vegas, you gotta stop and get yourself some alien jerky, baby, dude. Lemon pepper.
Yeah.
I gave Havoc one. I gave Havoc. I said, "Here, Havoc, have some." He puts his grubby paw in there and took half the bag out, and then looked at me and goes, "It's stuck together." And ate it. Kill the bag, man. Do shit. And so then we got the exclusives. We got some exclusives. So this is the one with the remark. In Huckley and Kevin Eastman.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. And then as I got home, I had a CGC delivery. Chuck Norris, baby.
Chuck, yeah.
You can see it right. Wait, over here, right there. That's where he signed it, right on his cock. 8.0. So that's what I picked up in Vegas. Now let me tell you some stories, ladies and gentlemen. Let me start Thursday afternoon, I should say. I get into my car and Havoc says, "Pick me up at 12. I said, "All right, no problem." Around 11:30, I get a text, "Make it more 1 o'clock. I said, "All right, no problem." So I put on, what's that show? That new Scarlet Witch show they got on HBO. It's like Till Death Do Us Part or some shit like that. It's good. Check it out. It's beside the point. So I'm watching that. My alarm goes off. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go get Havoc. So I jump in the car, go get Havoc. I pull up. Okay, now my car is loaded. The car is loaded with everything I'm taking to the con. Okay, all my books, my tables, everything. Havoc comes walking out. He's got a backpack and this much of omnibuses in his hands. And then he opens the door and he looks around. He goes, "Where am I going to put my stuff?" I go, "I don't know, man. Just put it somewhere." He's like, "All right." So he comes in, he puts his bag in there. We put it in there. He's like, "Hold on, I got to go get more." And I'm like, "What?" Like, we already barely put stuff in there as it was, but he's got to get more to put in there. So I said, "Fuck, all right." So he goes back, another stack of fucking omnibuses like this, ladies and gents. Like, he's literally carrying them out. And he puts them in. "Hold on, I got one more." I said, "What the fuck, dude?" More omnibus, dude. And then my new Intercontinental belt, right? Then he gets in the car. We start driving. Now, he lives in Puente. I live in San Dimas. We get to freaking like Upland, Monrovia. And me and Havoc are having a wrestling discussion. We're talking about wrestling. Roman Reigns out. Fucking like a light. You gotta be shitting me. We haven't even been started driving for 10 minutes. Slept the whole way. Right about State Line. Wakes up like as if he smelt Vegas in the air, dude. Like if there was a fart in church. He just... And then he looks over at me and he's just excited. He's just like, we're going. And I'm like, half a second, like, "I hate you, full fucking son of a bitch, dude," like that. And we get there and I go, "Havoc." I said, I go, what do you want to eat? I go, you pick the first meal. And we got screwed over at Cracker Barrel, Arizona. So he's like, "Let's go to Cracker Barrel." I was like, "All right, let's go." So we go to Cracker Barrel and we get there, we eat. We go check into our room and we drop everything off and we go downstairs and Havoc's like, we start playing some games and he's like, "I'm tired, dude. Like, I'm just going to go to bed." I was like, "All right, well, they don't let us smoke in the room." So I was like, "I want to smoke a joint before I go to sleep." So I just walked around the building because everywhere you go in the Excalibur, because that's where we stayed, the Excalibur, there are signs posted big. "Weed cannot be smoked in this hotel." And I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, damn, is it that bad that they got to put fucking signs everywhere? So I'm like walking, like trying to find a place to go smoke. So finally I go around the corner, smoke my joint, and then I come back in and I'm like, "Oh man, I don't want to go up yet." I'm like, "I'm going to get a beer." So I go to the machine and I order a beer and I'm fucking sitting there. Now, I'm a Vegas. I go to Vegas all the time. I love Vegas. Hookers are usually really bashful. You know, like they hide in the corner and they wait for you to talk to them. That night I thought I was in a strip club because hookers kept sitting on my lap and rubbing their hands on my head and asking me if I wanted to have a drink with them and stuff like that. And I'm like, no, you know, I'm good. You know, thank you, I appreciate it. And I'm calling Havoc. I'm like, Havoc, and he's not answering me. He's like not picking up his phone. And so I'm drinking my beer, and I turn around and I look where the girls were, and they're making out with each other at the bar, just fucking going at it. And I'm just like, oh shit. I'm calling Steve. I'm like, get down here, fool. It's a free strip show happening right now in the middle of Excalibur's floor. No, I'm not coming down there. I don't want to see. I'm like, you fucking damn it. And I hung up the phone. I'm just sitting there like this. Cause I'm like, no one's believing me. Like the craziest shit happens when I'm by myself, and I'm telling him, come be my witness. Like, come watch this with me. Like, you know what I mean? So I'm just sitting there like this, like, fuck, dude. And I'm like, I gotta go. I was like, I'm gonna get in trouble. And I put my cigarette out, and I went straight to the room, went to bed. Wake up the next morning because I got to get there to set up. Okay. So I told Havoc, I'm like, sleep in, I'll go, and I'll fucking meet you there later. All right, cool. So I hauled ass over there. Come in there, there's Jimmy. I say, what's up, Jimmy? How you doing? We talk for a second. I start loading up. I just got a text from Greg the Hammer asking if we got home okay. And so we're dropping off the stuff, and then there's Havoc's books. And I go, oh, fuck. I call him. I go, what do you want me to do? He goes, we'll take him to the booth. I'm like, you want me to carry your shit with his fucking 1,000 pounds of fucking books? So I had to put him on top of this shit. And like, I literally had like one load of just Havoc shit going to my booth. And I was like, fuck, dude. So I just tossed them to the booth. And Tom's on his way, my partner to the booth is on his way to Vegas on Friday, but gets to Barstow and forgot his wallet. So he had to turn back around, come back out here, pick up his wallet, and then turn back around and come back up to Vegas. So he gets there at like, I think the show started at 2, and he got there at like 11:30, 12. I was like, this motherfucker. So I'm, you know, he's an old guy. I love Tom, dude, but damn, man, he moves slow. So I'm like, load the shit on, dude. Come on, we got to go. So we go in there. Our booth, dude, was supposed to be a 10 by 10. I'm not lying. It was 6 by 6. Like you saw the pictures, dude. Old man Comic Tom, that's right, dude. Oh, I got to tell you a good Comic Cave. I got a great story for you. You're gonna love it. Coming up later. So I'm like 6 by 6. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, how are we gonna fit this shit in there? So we just loaded it up, and I was like, this is gonna be Greg's table right here. Doors open. We were so far in the back, no one could find us. Like, no one. And we were in between two people that weren't even comic related. Like, it was, you know, they have those people that sell knickknacks and stuff like that. We were in between those guys. And the whole con, everybody kept walking up to us going like, we didn't even know you guys were here. And like, you know, and I'm like, I was like, dude, I was so mad about that. And so Greg gets there, and he's walking in. So we got 2 old guys in my booth that look mean as shit, and then me. And I'm trying to coax people into the fucking booth, and they look so intimidated by fucking Greg the Hammer. We ended up having to put like signs up to say who he was, and people are like, oh shit, that's who you are, you know, Greg the Hammer, okay, you know, like that, and talking to him and stuff. Best part of Friday was when Greg got there. He calls me, he goes, I'm outside, can you bring me my badge? And I go, yeah, no problem, I'll be there in a second. So I go running outside to bring him his badge. And you know that look that we've all done it. You know what I mean? We've all done it. You see someone you like famous or someone you know, and you're about 10, 15 feet away from them, but you're getting like a little closer, and you're you're like, is it? Yeah, exactly. And I'm coming to Greg, and I see this guy coming at him, and I'm going like, okay, this guy's gonna fucking like freak out in a minute. Okay, hold on. So Greg's got a roller bag with him with all his stuff inside of it, and the guy's like, Mr. Hammer, oh my God, you know, I'm such a big fan. And Greg's fucking covered in sweat because he had to walk all the way from the other side of the parking lot and shit. And he's like, he goes, "Is there anything I can do for you, Mr. Hammer? You know, anything?" And Greg grabs his bag, a roll-on bag, and throws it at the guy. He goes, "Carry my bag for me." He goes, sure thing. And he's just dragging it along. And I'm fucking dying laughing. I'm like, I want that pool. Like, look at it. Random strangers going to carry your bags for you and shit. Like, this is awesome. So we get to the booth. The guy walks up to him. "Mr. Hammer, it's a pleasure to meet you." You know, and this dude was a lawyer, like a defense lawyer. He was there with his wife, like partying and stuff, and he just happened to come, and he's like, "Oh my God," like, he's like, can I get an autograph from you?" And Greg was only charging like $40 to, you know, sign whatever you want or get a picture or whatever. And he hands him $100, and he's just like, "No, man, keep it, because I love you, man. I love you." Like all weekend, that's all I kept seeing people do, just hand him money to fucking like, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, what? Like, Jesus Christ! Like, people are like throwing them, and Greg just kind of smiles at me, like, you know, like you know, he's like, yeah, he's all. That's why he told me, he goes, "That's why I kind of like you guys a little bit, because you don't freak out as much." I was like, oh, I am inside. Inside, I'm freaking out, but I'm not, you know, outside. I won't show it. So Friday ends, and me and Havoc go, like, Tom and Greg goes like, "I can't go drinking at all this weekend because my wife will kill me." And I was like, all right, no problem. And so me and Havoc go back to our rooms and or to our hotel, and we start gambling there. Havoc's killing me because he's going to the freaking the roulette table, and he keeps going on black. He's like, "I'm putting it all on black," and it would be like double green. Fucking thing. It was all...
I got destroyed. I got destroyed at the roulette table, at the craft table, at any table there was. This weekend was not my weekend. They took all my money, everything. In 5 minutes, I was already down $250 in the first 5 minutes.
He took off. He's like, "I'm done." He just left, right? So I'm down there, and me and him, I go, "Dude," I was trying to tell him, I go, "If you go to the bar and you put $20 in the machine," I go, "it's like a quarter." I go, "Just bet a little bit, and they'll give you, you know, whatever drink you want."
Yeah, that's what my dad does.
That's what I do, exactly. That's how I party in Vegas. And so we sit down, and I'm playing the Deuces Wild. You know, I'm just hitting, fucking around, and I'm getting like straight.
These stupid Deuces Wild too.
He's next to me losing. I'm getting straight flushes, fucking like just all kinds of shit. I'm just like, all right. But then this drunk lady next to me, she's playing like a slot machine on the same thing. And I'm like, oh, they got slot machines? So I click the button, and then like I'm talking to Havoc, and I hit the max bet button. I was like, oh shit. And it fucking spun. I won $120. I was, oh shit, he checked the money. Havoc, let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I was like this. I'm done. I'm walking away. I'm going to my room. I'm out of here.
So we leave. We go back. That's why I like your dad. That's why he's a good guy.
It used to be so bad that he would just sit there and play and just chat at the bar and stuff like that. He stayed at the
That's right, Nando.
He stayed at the flying monkey bar, and so he would just sit there all the time. And my mom would come down at like 3:00 in the morning, like, "What the fuck? What are you doing down here?" "Oh, I don't know." She like would look at his thing, and he'd have like hundreds of dollars in there. She's like, "Cash out." She like cashed him out, and then gave him like another 100, and then would go upstairs. She's like, "This is stupid."
You got to do it.
I was with her pops one time at the Luxor, just at the bar that's down there on the floor, and we had just checked out of the hotel, and we just stopped to grab a beer before we left. Some bitch puts like $5 into the machine that's there on the bar counter, and he won $4,500. I'm like, you son of a bitch.
Right.
Just like that. He's like, oh,
he would cash out all the time, and then he would put money in his pocket, and they would go home, and mom would be doing laundry. And how much? Wads of cash out of his like.
And how much did he share with his favorite son-in-law? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
Hey man, I couldn't stop laughing because I was even telling my wife because she loves the machines and I love the tables, but the machines were loving me this weekend. Like I was losing my ass at the con. Like I was looking at Havoc and I was like, I can't believe I fucking lost all this money at the con. Like I'm not making any money. This sucks. We go to the hotel. Fucking just the machines were paying me. I was like, well, I'm getting paid somehow. So fucking this kind of works out. You know what I mean? So Friday, fucking we end, and I go to the room, go to sleep. Saturday, we do a little bit of business. Greg making all the money. He's making money. Fucking Nando made money. I sold a book at my booth. Havoc sold something, made money. Me, big goose egg. Big goose egg. What'd say?
I think that message was for Josh.
That was
Yes.
Yeah, you did. See, Isaac knows. Isaac, that's why you're my favorite caveman.
So Havoc went with JP and them to go eat dinner, and then I told Nando, because it was his last night there, I was like, let's go. I was like, let's go party. Like we're in Vegas. It's like, all right. So Fuzzy goes back to the room, drop my car off, and then I take so I'm trying to figure out how to take the monorail.
Oh.
But I was a little stony, and I kept asking people, where's the tram? I was like, where's the tram? And they were like, oh, it's over there. And I'm like, all right. And I get up there, and it's the tram that goes to the Luxor, to the Excalibur, to this. I'm like, no, the other one, like the white one. And they're like, oh, you mean the monorail? Whatever the fuck it's called. So it took me like 20 minutes to find it. And I finally had to hike all the way over there to get to the thing, right? So I go, and you have to go to this underground tunnel, right? And as soon as you step in there, it's Blade Runner. Like, it was just, I was looking around, I was like, what the fuck is this? There's neon lights, there's 3D games and shit all around me. I was like, oh, they don't even want me to go on the monorail. They want me to stay here. Look at this shit, dude. And there's bars all around me. They got my Fat Tuesday drinks and shit. And I'm like, no. I was like, I got to get to Nando's room. I'm getting to Nando's room. So I get up there, I get on the monorail. It's like the first stop, so it wasn't even that long. I get there. Oh, no, wait, I missed the best part. So as I come back down the stairs, or the elevator in our hotel, and we're walking out of Excalibur, it looked like Compton's prom was just happening all around me, dude. Like, it was just the most bedazzled fucking dresses you've ever seen in your life, and parts of body parts were hanging out of shit, like, and then
got bread hanging out her shoe.
Again, like I said about the hookers, no one's ever around me when crazy shit happens, right? I'm always by myself. So as I'm driving to the hotel, a car in front of me slams on its brakes. I almost hit them, right? The doors all fly open of the car. 5 black women jump out of the car half naked and start twerking in the middle of the street. Just fucking, I saw lips everywhere, I saw it all happening in front of me. And I grabbed my phone and I'm trying to record it. And so all I got is like one of them climbing back into the car like that. And I'm just like, oh my God, like what the heck is this happening around me? And so I get to fucking Nando's room, right? And Nando's got like a full bar in his fucking room. So we're meeting there, and we got to meet a guy from her friend, Nando's homegirl brought a guy or met a guy from England, and his name was Buck. And I was like, Buck, you must like to fuck, right? And then from then we were best friends. Dude, we were best friends from that point on. And so we're sitting there drinking shots in Nando's room, and then Nando made me this fucking Crown Royale. And you guys know how I feel about dark liquor. I don't usually do it, but I was like, I'm gonna do it. So he gives me a little solo cup of fucking Crown Royale with some soda or something in there. Tastes amazing. I was fucking sipping on that. We were drinking. So we haul ass over to like Flamingo, and they had the piano bar or whatever right next to it, like where the dueling pianos are and shit. And so we went in there and started getting fucked up in there. And there's a picture floating around somewhere where I'm double fisting 2 beers, like trying to chug them and shit. Like, it was nuts. Then we go back, we partied all night, and we're going back to the room. Now, again, I'm fucked up. I'm like trashed. And so I'm like, I got to walk back. So I'm having flashbacks of last year's Comicon where I'm like, okay, I got to find the metro or I'm already fucking it up. The monorail. You
don't have the Chow Brothers there to see.
I did. I was by myself. Exactly. I literally told Nando and them, I'm all, just point me in the direction. That's all you got to do is point me in the direction. I'll keep walking straight and I will find it. Like, I'm good at that. So again, I go through the Blade Runner tunnel and fucking I come up, and as I come up, I'm out of breath. Like, I can't breathe. I was like, oh God, dude, I'm so fat and old. I'm like, I can't do this shit all the time. So right there is one of those progressive slot machines, and I sit down and I go, fuck. All right, I'm gonna smoke the cigarette and I'm gonna fucking put $20 in.
Yeah,
I hit the button.
Cigarette.
$150. I won $150. I ejected the money. I go, okay, it's a sign from God. I gotta go. And I just kept walking and shit. I'm walking. I didn't get back to me and Steve's room till 3:30 in the morning. I don't know if I was with Nando that whole time or if I was
4 in the morning because you woke my ass up.
There you go, 4 in the morning. I don't know if I was with Nando that whole time or not, but I know I ended up somewhere. And yes, there I am. Yes, that is me double fisting. If anyone wanted to see what my O face looks like, that is it right there. That's what I look like. And so I'm like, I go to sleep. I'm like, I got to wake up early to go to the con. Fucking Steve had to wake me up because I would not get up. I was like, oh, I hate life. Fuck all of you. It's terrible. So Sunday again, no money made. And when I asked some of the people there, they said, like, I think the people in the front of the show made good money. Like, I really do. Like, because some of those guys looked like they were moving stuff and they were always packed with people, you know what I mean? But when you go to a show, like, you walk around, you buy things every once in a while from people, but it seemed like everyone was there for autographs. Like, that was it. They came there to get the autographs, and then that was it. They didn't want to buy anything else other than that. So I was like, fuck, all right, whatever. So we packed up. We get our stuff in the car. Steve, Havoc carried a box for me. So, and then we get into the car and we decide we're gonna go to Applebee's. So we ate and fucking we get back to the hotel and he goes, I don't want to go to bed yet. I want to try gambling some more. I go, all right, dude, I'm down. So we go. Fucking again, he just starts losing, and he's like, "I'm done. I'm fucking done, man. I'm done." And I think we were playing blackjack. We were playing something like
we're playing blackjack, yeah. But we kind of won. Like, I won $24 extra.
Yeah,
and
it was like back and forth.
Even. Yeah.
And so, but Steve's got his chips in his hand, right? And I'm like, "Where's the cashier?" I'm telling him, "Where's the cashier?" And he's looking at the roulette table. I'm putting it all on black. Boom, puts it all on black. And I'm like, dude, you shouldn't, like, no, we're going to find out now. We're going to find out now. If things spins around. Red,
I'm going to be a
26
winner,
red.
I'm going to be a loser. So I'm going to be a winner, I'm going to be a loser this weekend.
26 red. I'm going upstairs. And he just walks away.
I lost all my money right there.
I was like, yeah, dude, no worries, man. I got you. So I cashed out and fucking, like, I kept looking at the bar going, do I really want to fucking drink or not? I'm like, no. And Steve's like, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm like, all right. He goes to the bathroom and they have this cow machine. Like, it's like these aliens and you got to, the machine spins around. And I'm like, I'm waiting for Steve. I'm like, all right, I'm going to have a cigarette. I sit down again. I light up a cigarette. I fucking put money in. The fucking thing, I thought I broke it because the thing just kept going like, burn, burn. And I was like, Steve sits next to me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, it won't stop giving me free spins, dude. It kept going and going and going and going and going. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. We got to hurry up and collect the money. We got to get out of here before they figure it out. So I literally did fucking amazing on the damn machines, but on the con floor, I couldn't make a penny. But Vegas actually paid me money and shit. It was awesome, dude. But would I do it again? Probably not. It's
okay. So that therein lies my question. Like, do you do better if it doesn't look like you have a curtain where you're selling comic books in the back of Greg's booth?
Yeah.
Or if you just had your own booth selling comics?
No. So, like, okay, so we're bringing Greg to Ontario, right? And they're giving us a whole wall, like where I had my booth last time, but they're giving me the other side too. So he's literally going to have like his own table, and then we're going to have our own side right here. You know what I mean? So that if they would have given us the corner, like a corner booth, because again, we had a guest. That's what I kept trying to tell. We told them 100 times that we were bringing Greg, and they didn't even advertise it or anything. Like, I did all the advertising for it. And then one of the big things was that no one knew he was there. Like, everyone kept going like, oh my God, no one told me you were going to be here. And I'm like, well, I was fucking doing my best to say that he was going to be there, but you know, it's whatever. I think we would have done better if we weren't all the way in the back, because that's where we were. We were literally all the way in the back. We were one of the last booths you're going to see when you're at the con. So that's what I think.
The booth was too small. Like they should have gotten a corner table instead. They should have gave you a corner table instead of what they gave you. Like yours was not meant for a comic book shop thing.
Ours was meant for like a fucking have like, you know, stickers or some shit like that there and stuff. But again, Fuzzy is a half glass kind of full kind of guy. I got to hang out with Greg Hammer Valentine for 3 days straight. You know what I mean? Hear fucking awesome stories that I could tell you guys off air because I promised
he
him.
made his money, right? So he was good.
Yeah. Oh, he felt so guilty. Like he was offering me money, and I kept telling him, I go, look, dude. I go, because when he's coming out here at the end of the month, he's paying for it. He's paying for his room. He's paying for his, you know, travel, everything. He's just doing to come to the con. And I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, it's in my neck of the woods, so I'm not having to pay for a hotel room. Like, that's what killed me. If I wouldn't have had to pay for, like, hotel rooms, I mean, I paid for parking in Las Vegas for the 4 days we were there, $220. That's how much I had to spend in just fucking parking. Before anything else, every day we left that hotel, it was $20, and the first night we valeted, and it was $45, and then you had to pay $10 at the con every day for parking. So it added up there. Then we had
you don't even get free parking as a vendor, as somebody who has a booth.
Nope, you got to pay for parking. That's what I said. And I was talking to the people next to us, and they were such a. Liz, I was literally going to get you something from them because they had the dopest. It was like they had 3D printers or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's a dragon's egg, and it popped open, and there was these fucking dragons inside of them. They were dope as shit. They were like, I was looking at my Liz with like that shit. How much? Like $35. I was like, no, I don't know. I like you, Liz, but I didn't make no money.
The price tag is
no, hey, if I'm not making no money, I didn't even get me anything. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, they look awesome though. They look like badass dragon eggs.
And Havoc will tell you, their booth nonstop had people in it. Like people were always there, stopping, touching things. When we were leaving, when we were packing up, she told me that they paid $1,700 for that booth. And they were like, we didn't even get close to that. And I was like, damn. And then the guy across from us, he had 4 tables. He literally had a whole section and a corner table, said the same thing. So I know we weren't the only ones that didn't do good. And again, I think it's just the positioning of where we were and then the mixture of that and the people. They just weren't in the buying mood. Because he said they did a show a week or 2 ago there at the convention center called Level Up, and they said there was 100,000 people there. That they said 100,000 people showed up, and he's like, I made $40,000 that show. That's what the guy told me. He's like, this show, he's like, I'm barely making the booth, and I was like, so it's not just me.
I have a question. Were the WATNOT people there?
Yeah, all over the place. All of them.
Because I kept getting notifications from a nerdy girl and
yeah, because JP was gonna do. They were doing their thing for the book, right? For
and then Final Boss was
and then for that and Final Boss, they were JP was helping them out with Final Boss, and then for his stuff for Ninja Funk for the new books that are coming out, and then Tom was gonna introduce his new book that he's writing, and for the WATNOT Publishing, and it was gonna be released. I mean, it was gonna be like they had a big old panel. So once he said he's gonna go, because he never goes there. Once he said he's gonna go, then Nerdy Girl said she's down to go, and then the Guru guy, and then everybody else of their group started showing up. So all of them showed up there to be at that panel and stuff like that, you know.
Was it just a panel, or did they have something out on the floor?
No, it was just a panel. They did panels, and they were just walking around the floor, hanging out with you know all their friends and just chilling all day with different people and stuff like that.
I got to smoke a blunt with some of them. That was fun. And then
isn't that fraternizing with the enemy, dude?
Look, I've told you 110. I'm friends with everyone. I don't care, dude. Like, especially if there's a blunt, to me, that's a peace offering. If one comes flying this way, I go like this. If Adolf Hitler turned around and handed me a blunt, I'd be like, you know what, dude? We should talk about what you think about things. But we could talk, you know? What's going on? Let's hit this. Like, because this will solve all life's problems. It's Buddha, dude. You know what I mean? And honestly, the guys that I was smoking with, they were cool cats. I liked them.
It dulls your appropriate outrage.
Maybe that's it. Because one of them was the artist, that cover artist, Jordan guy, Ron Jordan.
This guy.
He's
a cool cat.
I met him.
Gavin Jordan or something.
Yeah. He's a nice guy. I like him.
Yeah, I liked him. We literally sat there and shot the shit for like a half an hour because nothing was going on in my booth. So I was fucking just sitting there talking with them, having a good time. And they were inviting me to that party, the final boss party. It was at Area 51.
Area 15.
Or Area 15, there you go. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude, I'm like so tired. I didn't make any money. I was cranky as shit, dude. Like, I didn't want to be trying to schmooze with people and stuff like that. So I was like, no, you know, I'm good, dude. I appreciate the invite.
Your gambling winnings?
Mm-hmm.
Did you break even on the show with your gambling winnings?
I was in the hole without gambling winnings. I was in the hole 1,600 with room and everything like that. With gambling winnings, I'm in the hole maybe 700. So I mean, if you would have taken out the hotel room, gas, parking, all that shit, I'd have made money. Like that's the thing I'm getting, and it wouldn't have been a lot, but I would have made a little bit of money at the show, and then my gambling winnings would have made, you know, more money in my pocket. So, in the future, I have to weigh out: is it worth it to go all the way somewhere else? You know what I mean? To do that kind of a show. That's because if it's local, the risk is very minimal. You know, I'm literally packing the car up, driving the day of, dropping off, and setting up. You know, and all I'm doing is paying for the booth. So I don't mind that.
No,
but
for sure. If you're like an artist and you just had your portfolio full of prints or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of those fucking collapsible banners you can put behind you, sit in a chair, and your bag of Copic markers or whatever, you can do shit. But when you got to carry that much fucking inventory with you, it's brutal.
Mm-hmm. And the one thing that sold, like that did good, I got a bunch of those Last Ronin toys signed and little remarked on. So those sold quick and stuff. And then a guy came by my booth 2 nights in a row and wanted to buy my booth out. And I said, cool. You know, what do you want? He's, I want everything at 50% off. I was like, nah, I'm good, dude. He's like, oh, you know, I'm an independent guy. And I'm like, is this everyone's answer? Like fucking like, is that the one rebuttal that all fucking guys have to say? Is like, oh, I'm family-owned business. You know, I got, you know, you got to give me a deal. I'm like, I'm a family-owned business too. Why don't you give me a fucking deal?
Right.
So.
Yeah, the resellers deal. There's a bunch of those GI Joe.
No, I didn't party with them.
There's a bunch of GI Joe groups that I'm in. And you always see, it's like, depending on where they're stationed nationally, they always get, like, everybody always sells all their shit to those certain people. It's like, fuck, man.
Yeah. And this guy, I gave him a number that was reasonable, I think. You know, like a legit number, and he like scoffed at me and like was like, you know, obviously you don't want to sell. I go, of course I want to sell. I wouldn't have given you a fucking number if I didn't want to sell. But if you're not going to give me that, I have 3 shows coming up that I know I can move this product at. So it's, you know, I'm not dying you. I was like, you came to me to buy my booth. I didn't come to you and say, hey, you want to buy my booth? So, you know, you come to my price range, or at least give me something in that level. You know what I mean? If I was trying to sell it, I understand you lowballing me, but so I got a show in Upland this weekend, and next weekend in Paris, and then the following weekend's the Ontario, and we'll see what happens after that. But as of Amazing Comicon, I love Jimmy, and I love going to the show as a what do you call it, as a ticket buyer. But I don't think I'm going to do a show there as a seller again, because that was bad. That was really bad. That I'm hurting more from that than I did at Near Mint. And you know how much I hurt at Near Mint. So
Near Mint was free, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and me and this one guy were outside talking about it, and we were saying, like, yes, Comic-Con Revolution, I will be there. I have a booth, big, huge booth there. Ontario, that's right. Nando does too. He's bringing the fire. And but me and this guy were talking about it, and sometimes it's okay to make booth. Like if you cost $300 for your booth and you made $300, I guess it's good. But if you really think about it, that means you had to give away $300 worth of shit just to get your $300 back. You know what I mean? Like you're still giving shit away. So did you really win? It's like, I'm like, no, I get it. I tried to, again, I'm a half glass kind of full kind of guy, but I can't, I'm really, the only benefit I see of this whole thing was the hookers sitting on my lap, the hookers jumping out and twerking, the Compton prom, and the best thing of all was fucking partying with Nando and those guys at that fucking bar. Like I haven't had that much fun in a long ass time. Like it was a good time. And I wish Havoc would have been with us, but I think Havoc would have tapped out about 10 minutes into it because we did a lot of fucking walking, like a lot of walking. So, but it was a good time. I'm glad I did it for those reasons, and I learned a lesson. Don't go and blow money on a big ass fucking con for no unless you got a nice sized booth.
If you got a nice sized booth,
yeah,
you have to. I mean, the whole thing, like with the cons right now, and I think that it's just a weird time to sell comics, so isn't it? Just because it's hard to. It's even like.
There's still big money. It's not hard to sell comics. It's just the place where you was at. That's all.
No, you're onto something, Nathan. You are, because I mean, you went to WonderCon. You saw it. Like
like people they still think that they're worth what they were in 2020. It's kind of like it's like real estate. Like if a house is going to be a house across the street selling for $700,000, but the interest rate has like multiplied by 10 times, then you can't sell it for that much just because nobody can get that loan to give it. Like the background behind the economics of it, it's just not the same.
And as of right now, people are still, oh yeah, we did, Nando. It was too much fun. and Nando's my witness. I got at least 10 women pregnant that night, and not by me. Okay, I'm talking. I hooked 10 women up with some dudes that night, dude. I was walking around being friendly, fuzzy. This one girl looked all mean, like trying to look all like I'm a model. Don't look at me like that. And I walked over to her, and I was like, this guy was staring at her next to her, and I looked at her, and I went, "Hey, that guy right there, his dick is this big, dude. You should talk to him." And she starts busting up laughing. And I was like, "What's your name?" And he says his name. Like, "What's your name?" She says his name. I'll start talking. And I walked away and shit, dude. And they were fucking dancing and shit by the end of the night. Like, I went into piano. A girl was his birthday. I jumped on. They sang This Love and Feeling. I went, bah-da-da. I started singing with her. Got a guy to get up there and take her by the hand. Goddamn, dude, Fuzzy will get anyone pregnant. So make sure if you have your girlfriend around me, don't let me talk to him, because I will get you laid and I will get you pregnant. That's what happens, dude. Okay, dude. No, it's not a joke, dude. Like it's expensive, dude. Like, but what you're saying, Nathan, is right. Is in this economy, comics are at the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to pay your house, your car, you have to feed everybody. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening right now. I'm noticing is that like if you're not giving it away, they don't want it. You know, that's just the way it is. You know, I mean, never done the Hollywood show in Burbank, but I just think it's harder right now to sell. Like if I put my books at half off, my booth is filled. Everyone's digging. If I'm trying to sell it for the going price, nobody wants anything. Everybody wants a deal. And if you don't tell them that, and I even had a Plinko machine there that if you bought anything from us, you got to drop the Plinko thing down there and get 20, 30, 40% off of whatever the price was. And still no one would come in. So.
And that's what it seems. There's a bunch of people that I was looking at, and they're like, they're either only buying like dollar bin books to fill in their collection. Everything is either $1 or it's the key issue. That's it. There's nothing in the middle that, like, for the most part, there's not a lot of people that want that stuff like in the middle. It's weird. Well, I mean, at conventions, it's different at like at a store or something like that, where
right.
You know, the $5, the $10, the $20 ones will sell quicker than sometimes those key issues will, because everybody has those key issues priced like through the roof, it seems like. And yeah, it's weird right now. Plus you have people that they're like, oh, I'm gonna start selling comics, and then they get in because they think they've got some, you know, a collection or something. And it's interesting to see how that, when I go like sometimes I go on like Facebook Marketplace to see if people are selling collections, and I look at it and I'm like, what, you're asking $300 for this? It's like all water damaged, and it's like, oh, they're awesome books, and they're all the X-Men, and I'm just like, you just don't know, you know. Or
the one I like is sold on eBay for this price, and you look it up, and that's like a mint one, and you're looking at this, you're like, this is fucking garbage, dude. Like,
right,
it's not even near. Yeah, it's not even near that one. And like, okay, so but see, even then, like, I did a test this weekend, and I have Invincible #2 on my wall for a very long time. Okay, the going price for that book is
lower left corner.
It's yeah, exactly. So $250, right, on a mint book. Okay, I have a ding at the bottom, so I put it at $175, which is way under the price because this is still a 9. I know it's still a 9, even with that ding, it's still a fucking 9. People are offering me $90, $100. I'm like, no, I'm not. You know, like, no, that's not how it goes. You know, like. We will, dude.
No, you got the good luck, better luck than everybody. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I saw Nando's book sold like one of Nando's books sold like that. You know what I mean?
I didn't do nothing. I just walked in, sold something. I was like, all right, I'm out. And he had a booth.
Havoc sold something. Nando sold something. Greg sold something. Tom sold something. I sold dick.
I think I know a guy who bought something off your WATNOT stream.
Yes, you did help me on there. I appreciate that. And then my other homegirl, they call her my sweet on WATNOT. She bought some stuff, but again, like, even WATNOT was the day we did Greg's show was the day that all Comic Tom, Nerdy Girl, and all those guys were on doing their shit from the con. You know what I mean? So they were highlighting those guys, and we were,
and they were
way
doing giveaways.
Bottom.
They weren't even really selling anything. Everything they were doing was giveaways. I
Yeah,
did notice
exactly.
that. It's like every time something popped up, it's like giveaway, giveaway, giveaway. There was like nothing. They didn't actually do any like selling of anything.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the shit that pisses me off. Like, I didn't fraternize with Comic Tom or Nerdy Girl or anything. Golden Guru came to my booth. Yes, exactly. You were walking the floor having fun, and you sold the book. Jesus Christ. I was pissed. I was like, I literally texted Nando, fucking sold the book. When do you want your money?
Well, Ontario will probably be different because a lot of times in Vegas, people aren't necessarily. I mean, they're going maybe for the convention, but at the same time, they're going out to hang out, and it's Vegas. You know what I mean? Whereas Ontario, it's known for having the comic convention. It's like the reason why anybody goes to San Diego. You're going to the Comicon. You're not going to see SeaWorld that weekend.
Right. No. Right.
Vegas
Exactly.
is a little different. You know, so it's probably tougher in Vegas.
I met a guy outside of the con on Saturday. This dude's sitting there smoking a cigarette next to me, and he's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good, man. How you been? Are you liking your show?" He goes, "This is my first Comic-Con." And I was like, "Oh, dude." I'm like, "Well," I go, "This is a small one. You know, they get bigger. You know, we're talking." And he tells me he's from Nebraska, and that he flew out here with his friend for his bachelor party. So his friend got married the night before, and they were taking him out for his bachelor party. He didn't want to go see titties or anything. He wanted to go to a Comic-Con. So he took him there, and he's sitting there, and he had the seat. He looked like every wife I've ever seen at a Comic-Con, like with that bored look, just, oh, fuck. Like that. So I was like, bring him by the booth, dude. I'll fucking give him something for his bachelor party and shit. Like, what did it say? Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them were pretty bad. Like even because I looked at 2 booths and I was like, God dang, I ain't paying that, dude. Especially if I ain't making no money, dude. Like, damn that. But by the end of the show, he came over and he hung out with us for a little bit, and I was like, so okay, there are some people that heard about this show, but then I would talk to other people that were from Vegas, and they didn't even know the show was going on till the day of. So I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Exactly. There's nothing. I can only control so much. That's the way I look at it. So I just got to take it and smile and move on.
It's just gonna be a stagnant time, right?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've been through worse, so I ain't tripping.
Sure.
But I'm still hungover from partying with Nando, so I apologize if my language is a little fucked up.
Nah, it's the same. It's normal.
And I didn't even get to eat a fucking buffet or get
Now,
a mixed drink.
Yeah, it looked like my artist friends sound like they were having a blast over there.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people were having fun. Like, dude, cig prices were really high. In fact, so high that Havoc didn't even get one. He's like, I'm not paying that price, dude. I started busting up.
Havoc spent $100 on cigs, is what he said earlier.
No, yeah, he
never,
did. But
he never wants to spend any money on cigs.
And the Eastman ones where he drew the line, he's like, I'm not paying $25 for a fucking signature, dude. And I was just like, oh, fuck, dude. I don't blame you. And then here comes Comic Tom fucking with like 10 signatures from him. I'm like, I looked at old man Comic Tom. I'm like, what the fuck you spend all this money for? Well, we could sell them on WATNOT tomorrow. I'm like, I'm sure these guys are doing the same fucking thing. I was like, dude. So that's why we got all these variants now, because I wasn't gonna, but yeah, Tara Strong was $80.
She that strong?
Well, the actors can get away with pricing some of their stuff that high. People will pay it. Weird.
Yeah, Eastman was 25.
We have one coming up here at the end of this month. But it's a bunch of like actors and voice actors and stuff. It's that Star Wars one. It's called the ICC Con or something like that. It's predominantly Star Wars. It's got like all the voice actors from the Rebels and Bad Batch and Clone Wars and all that jazz. And then it's got TV's Daredevil. What's his name?
Charlie Cox.
He's gonna be there, and so is Vincent D'Onofrio. Kingpin.
I want those.
So I was trying to see what, like, if there's gonna be any.
Oh yeah, okay for Charlie
but
Cox.
It's not. It's mostly like actors, and
what they just
pricing. It's like
they just announced at the Upland one I'm doing, it's a Star Wars theme one, and they're gonna have a bunch of the Clone War voice actors there.
Yeah.
It's like the first time they brought people like that too. So I guess fucking, you know, and it's free. So
that's gonna. I mean, I don't know. I've never. I got like a Carrie Fisher autograph, and I got the mom from Poltergeist. But aside, then I got a couple.
It went from here to like over here. I love it.
Well, it was because when we did the Poltergeist review, I got a crush on her.
Oh man, he was like showing us his Woody the whole time. It was
I was
gross.
smitten. But I also got like some random autographs from when I was doing those BAM boxes, and like whoever the Superman dude was from Smallville,
Tom Williams.
Tom Williams. I got his autograph. But other than that, I just wanted to get, you know. In fact, I think I've been to so many cons. Like I have all of the. I could have like a Mr. T necklace of convention lanyards, and I think I've only sat in on maybe like 3 of those panels ever. I just walk around, hang out with the artists, get sketches and shit. If I can do some filming of walking around, and I'm not trying to get in any fucking lines. I'm not trying to like my experience is totally different from.
What's the thing? I think here for this next one, it's those like special like signature photo op things where you have to, you know, you pay and you get. It's not just like you wait in line and then you pay when you get up there. It's like you have to schedule your time and all that stuff.
I think Boca-Con is there too on that con that you're talking about.
Yeah, so there's a lot of them that are gonna be. I'm waiting for July. I think is the Knoxville Fan Expo. That one's gonna have more. There's a lot of like actors there. They're gonna have like everybody from Lord of the Rings and a bunch of Star Wars people and stuff, like some Marvel people there. But like that one has more comic people there. Because that company does too. I think they do it in Florida too. Can't remember where it's at in Florida, but the Fan Expo ones. So it'll be fun to see like.
I remember when I went to Pasadena,
like out here as
as much
opposed
comic
to out
people.
there.
It was like Norm, Joe Rubenstein, Jamie Sullivan, and I don't know, some other 4th person or whatever, and it was full of comics and toy booths, which I'm cool with the comics and toy booths, especially if people are selling comics and toys at comparable to like what I can pick them up on eBay. If you're selling shit more, like I'm walking around on the floor and I see you got a book for sale, I'm gonna look at, hey, how much is that? Even if I don't know, like I'll walk right away from there. How much is that shit on eBay? Oh, if it's the same or like or close, I'd rather give it to the money to a person I can see and have it and touch it. But if you're selling shit more than I can just have it waiting for me when I get home from the convention, I'm gonna fucking.
No, I agree with that, man. And that's why, like, when people argue with me about, like, I remember one time a guy did that. He pulled up the eBay. He goes, "Look, it sold for $5." I go, "Yeah, because you see how you're looking at lowest price sold. Let's go to most recent." And then, like, it was, you know, I think I had it for $20 and it sold for $35. I'm like, "See, you're already getting it cheaper than this guy did on this eBay. So what the fuck?" "Oh, well, you know, that sold them on, yeah, last year. It sold that last year at that price."
That was 90 days.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, man.
And that was an auction, and the guy probably didn't know what the hell was going on.
I'm like, you know, I agree with that, and that's why, like, I try to always look at eBay when I'm pricing things, like, because I'm always like, dude, because I agree with, I'm the same way. If I look at a book and I'm going like, it's a $200 here, and I look it up and I can get a CGC 9.4 at the same price as this guy's giving me one that looks like maybe it's a 7. I'll go buy the CGC one and crack that bitch open and fucking press it and get my 9.8 and shit. You know, it'll be worth more money. Like I'm not at the Arizona one or not at Vegas. I think most of the dealers there knew what they were doing. Like they were legit, like, you know what I mean, dealers. But a couple of the shows that I've gone to and I've seen people in the booths, like these guys don't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? They just, maybe during the pandemic, they started selling and started making money. And now they think they can make a business out of it. And so they're, like you said, trying to price things back from 2020. You know what I mean? Like you have to always go through your books. And like, whenever I go to a show, I flip through my books. And if it's like a high priced one, I double check the price. Like if it's at $2 or $3, whatever, I don't give a shit, dude. Like, you know, even if the book has gone up in value, if I've priced it that low, it's probably because I got it for a quarter. So if you give me $3, I'm a fucking happy camper, dude. Like, I'm not gonna fight you for, you know, that extra $6 and shit. But if I have a book that's at like $30, but I see that it's selling for $15, I'm gonna lower the price on the thing because it ain't worth that much, you know, anymore. So that's the thing I think a lot of people don't do. They just price it once and they leave it that way. I don't know.
I haven't heard about anything going on to draw like artists or anything.
Well, that's the day I'm doing the Upland show. Is Free Comic Book Day. It's this Saturday, so I'm gonna be giving out free comic books, but none of the new ones. It's all the old ones and stuff.
Yeah,
is there any out there by you guys?
I'm gonna double check. I wanted to sit down and because there's a comic shop in town, but they just kind of opened, and I think it's one of those ones where it's like, oh, I like Pops and I like Magic and Pokemon cards and I like some comics, and there's just not a lot in there, you know. And I don't know if it's just because his girlfriend said, or wife said, get it out of my house. So, you know, store type thing. Or if, you know, so I'm going to check to see there. And the other ones are, you know, they're like, what, half hour away or something.
Yeah, at least.
So they're a little bit farther out. So I'm going to I'm going to double check first to see if they're going to be doing it. Because a lot of the stores out here aren't really comic book stores. They're like gaming stores with their comics, with a little bit of comics, or their card stores with, you know what I mean, or a toy store that happens to have comics in it too. So I don't exactly, I'll have to double check it and see what's going on. I mean,
it's not the main course. It's like the fries. It's not the burger.
Right. Yeah. So the plan is to go check it out a little bit. We have a graduation we have to go to as well. So we might not be able to do too many. But
it's not important, dude. People graduate all the time, dude. It's all right. Don't worry about it.
This one's important. Oh, we won't go to her graduation. We're supposed to go to dinner because I said, look, I asked her the other night. I said, look, this is like comic book mecca. Is this day, you know? She goes, look, if I didn't have to go to my own graduation, I'd be going to Free Comic Book Day with you. So we're gonna try and hit up a couple of, as long as they're doing something, we're gonna try and hit it up and see what it's like out here. Yeah. So we're gonna try anyway.
I was supposed to go to Arizona this week, but fucking I got my ass handed to me so bad by Vegas. I was like, I'm gonna have to postpone that shit. But I got a lead on a friend of mine, parent is having to sell their house, and they were hoarders. So I'm going tomorrow to go help them dig through stuff. And they said, whatever I find is mine. I said, fuck yes, dude. I'm going to be like Indiana Jones with my miner hat on and shit. Bam, bam, bam. And not the new Indiana Jones. I'm talking the OG Indiana Jones. You know what I'm saying, dude? Fucking, instead of a boulder chasing me, it's going to be a bunch of piles of cats just coming behind me.
You're the Crystal Skulls Indiana Jones. What are you talking about?
We're not talking about you, MODOK. Just calm down, dude.
All
With your piles of fucking books that throw my back out.
Yeah, good.
See, listen to this bastard, dude. Son of a bitch. Lucky I love him.
After all,
he is, dude. I felt that way.
Oh man.
But it ain't Vegas if I'm not hanging with fucking Havoc for at least a little bit. So
They're like
Yeah.
the modern day like odd couple.
we are. No,
They're
we
like
legit
grumpy old-
are.
They're like this generation's grumpy old men.
Definitely. I totally
Jack
agree with
Lemmon
you.
and
Because
Walter Matthau. I'm just not sure who is who.
you should hear us. Isaac and the Comic Cave got to hear what it's like to travel with me and Havoc, and fucking just picking somewhere to eat's a fucking bitch and a half, dude. Like he's worse than a wife, dude. Fuck.
No, you're pretty bad. Like yesterday, I was like,
Fuck, no.
let's go eat something. I'm like, I said, I'll just get a burger. I'll go get Mickey D's. I don't care, and take it back. This guy's I don't know. I already ate a hamburger. I'm like, blah blah blah, this and that. I'm like, okay, then if you want to go sit down,
No,
let's
he
go
didn't,
to.
James.
Yeah, I said let's go. We could go to a restaurant if you want to go. He's all back to the pond. Man, I lost money. Shut up. I'm hungry already. And I was like, come on, let's go eat. And then at the end, he finally gave in. He's like, I guess I'll take Applebee's. I'm like, okay, let's go to Applebee's then.
Applebee's, jeez.
Oh,
Was it date
really
night?
there was no well, when we got to the con, it was kind of late, and we didn't want to eat inside like the strip. There was so much traffic, and we had to pay for parking. So we were looking for outside the strip, and the nearest restaurant was Applebee's, so we ended up there.
And then so the reason why we went there is because I go, let's just go to fucking our hotel because they had a Popeyes. And what does Fuzzy say by every fucking show? The
That's right.
Popeyes grease. That's right. I said, I'll just go get some Popeyes. Man, I don't want to eat that shit. Just take me to McDonald's, man. Just take me to McDonald's. I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to go drive through McDonald's, dude. Let's go to McDonald's. Just go there. And that's when I said, all right, dude, let's just go to fucking Applebee's. We can sit down and eat, you know what I mean, and have it there.
Because you were crying, you didn't want no burgers. You were crying, I don't want no burgers. They're like, I'll take Popeyes. I was like, oh, fuck Popeyes. I was like, forget about that shit.
No, I didn't even tell you the best part. So I haven't had a fucking milkshake in 15 years.
Oh,
and
please
so
God, it's
we're
horrible.
Walking to our room, and we look to the right, and there's a Johnny Rockets in our hotel. And I was like, dude, you know what sounds bomb right now? A fucking milkshake. I was like, let's get one. I'll buy you a milkshake. He's like, all right. And so we go in there, and we fucking get the milkshake, and I'm downing it. I'm like, this is fucking awesome, dude. I don't know if I've become lactose intolerant in between that time or something like that, dude.
Dude, it was
farting.
horrible.
It was bad, dude. Like,
oh my God.
Like, he was like, Jesus Christ, Nick. I was like, it won't stop, dude. It won't stop. Dude,
I was about to beat his ass because I was so mad. You better leave the hotel room right now. Like
Did it smell like Nightcrawler bamped in there a couple of times on you?
I was like, I walked downstairs and I was crop dusting everyone along the fucking thing just as I was walking. I'm like, oh sorry, oh sorry, oh sorry. I just kept going, dude. It was bad, man. But like, so Friday had a burger. Or no, what did we eat at Crack? Did I eat a burger?
Thursday we ate a burger too. Remember? We had Fat Burger Thursday.
No, that was Friday. Friday we did Fat Burgers. Thursday we did Cracker Barrel.
Oh yeah, Cracker Barrel.
So Friday I had Fat Burger. At the con, ate a burger. Fucking next day at the con, ate a fucking burger. This motherfucker's next sentence out of his mouth, let's go to McDonald's. I don't want another fucking burger. And then guess what happens when I come home tonight? And my wife says, I'm picking up dinner. Guess what she brought me? A fucking burger. Threw it against the wall. I don't want to see another fucking patty for a whole 2 weeks, dude. My stomach is fucked up.
I know, I'm craving Whataburger right now.
Okay, I can do Whataburger. I won't lie. I'll do a Whataburger. I'd do that, dude.
We don't have In-N-Out yet, so.
And that's what she got me was In-N-Out, you know. And I was like, fucking shit, I'll eat it, fine. And I ate the motherfucker. But Like when we went to Applebee's, I was looking at everything but burgers. I was like, and they give you, they give you that special of the month or whatever. It's nothing but burgers. I was like, get that shit out of here. And threw it aside. I'm like, I want a chicken salad.
Oh man.
All right, we're winding down. We got 10 minutes to go. Fuzzy, your
What are we
stories are
watching?
always the best. So we got to come up with curry, and we got to come up with which Deli Belly, DELHIBELLY, free on Netflix.
Deli Belly?
Deli Belly. It was recommended to us by one of our esteemed subscribers, so I figured that was an
Cool.
easy one, and we wouldn't have to pay any money for that one this time. So
I
Deli
like
Belly,
free.
yeah, free's good, right? Spending so much money on this foreign cinema, spinning the wheel every time of whether or not it's going to be funky.
Good.
But they've been good, so they haven't let us down. And then we have our late to the party. So we just came off of Fuzzy's pick, right? What was that? Was
Secret
Secret of my
Success.
success.
My success. And then before that was Big Trouble. That was Liz.
It was, yeah. What was it?
I thought it was Rad.
No, it
before
wasn't.
that.
No.
It was Galaxy
Josh
Quest.
picked
It
Rad.
wasn't
Don't let him
like
lie
it.
to
That
you.
was a
Josh
while
picked
ago.
Rad.
Was Red mine? Red was mine.
No, I picked Big Trouble in Little China.
That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, so now
Is
it's
it
Liz's
Liz's turn?
Liz's turn. Oh, man.
What?
I'm not going to say it because you'll forget what you said last time. So
You're
I'm going
right.
to shut up.
Let me watch our video last week. And
No,
see
no, you have to choose
see what I
now. You have
said.
to choose now so you forget what you said and we don't have to watch it. What happened?
I don't remember
What
what
was the movie from last week? That she
We
wanted
didn't
to
watch
see?
the movie last time.
No, so she
No,
wanted to
shut
see.
up. I know, shut up, Havoc. Don't say nothing because I don't want
What
to
was
watch it.
it?
Nope, not telling you. I remember I have
Come on,
had two
Fuzzy, don't be
nightmares
a
about it.
jerk. Don't
Two
treat me like
nightmares
that,
about it. All I know
can't
is
remember.
it has little creatures in it.
Oh, Ewoks.
God
Ewok.
damn you.
That's
Shut
right.
your mouth.
You know, I couldn't remember if it was that one or if it was because the other
Yes.
little creatures was the Wizard of Oz. That's right. We need to
It
watch
is
the
my
Caravan
birthday.
of Courage.
Is it a real movie? It wasn't just like an hour long.
No, it was like
No,
it was like
It's a
2
real movie.
hours because it was like an hour each. Hour was like a couple of hours or something like that. 'Cause they split it over like 2 nights.
Is that the one with Sindel?
Yeah,
Oh,
first
great.
the Caravan of Courage is the first one.
Isn't it Fuzzy's birthday next week?
yes, it is.
No one cares. We're watching, they're watching Ewoks.
I will watch Ewoks. I don't mind watching Ewoks.
It'll
I
be
don't know.
better
I take that back. I really
Yes.
do.
It's either that or the Wizard of Oz.
Ewoks.
All right, I guess
I'd rather
we're
watch The
watching
Wizard of
Ewoks.
Oz, dude. Fucking.
Latinx. Welcome, welcome.
I love the Wizard of Oz. It's my other favorite.
So what
movie.
Juliet thinks it's the Wizard of Oz. I grabbed the
That's right.
DVD off the shelf. That we got the 4K for my wife, and I'm like, "You want to watch the Wizard of Oz?" And I hand it to her, and she says, "There's no lizard here. This isn't the Wizard of Oz."
Nice. All right, so I guess it's the Caravan of Courage because you don't want to watch the Wizard of Oz.
Whatever you pick, Liz, I'm okay.
No, we'll watch the Caravan of Courage. Yeah, that's
You're
when
gonna turn all this-
It came out.
You're gonna turn this part all gray right there. Watch. Next time I come in here, I'm like, oh god, I sat through this train wreck of a fucking film.
Okay, you're just be fuzzy like an Ewok.
Look, it's the
You're
Star.
gonna be low gray.
It's the Star Wars version of Rad. So you get what you get.
That's right.
How
Right.
dare you? That means it's awesome, and it's not awesome.
There's going to be some Ewok version of ass sliding.
Okay, I'm in.
Man.
And does it have the song playing? It's just the gay kind of.
Yeah, I want to see the Ewok version of Rod and Rex.
You set the true countdowns to death. I was late on the way to Vegas. The Rad soundtrack played while Havoc snoring next to me and shit like that.
And Havoc, you're a lucky man.
I'm driving, and he fucking all of a sudden just like fucking dancing. I kept bouncing into Havoc. He didn't even wake up. He like that, dude. I was like, oh, dude. If he wasn't breathing, I thought he was dead.
That would have sucked because then not only did you have to lug all of his books in, but you have to lug his big ass out of there too.
I've told him 100 times, he dies in my car or while we're at a con, I'm just pushing him aside and calling someone like, hey, dude, fucking come pick this guy up, dude. Because not like F and F.
Fast and Furious, get out of here.
That's what that's what I'm getting ready to do. I'm gonna go down watch all of them, and I'm gonna watch them with the kids, and I'm gonna review the shit out of them and explain why they're so awesome.
I'll be there with you in spirit.
And so I'm gonna add this to it. So you guys know the third one where Han comes, right?
Right.
There's a underground way of watching the Fast and the Furious now, so I think I'm gonna go and do
in chronological order?
No, check this out. It's an order that not a lot of people know about. Now, what you do is you watch number 1, number 2, then you watch Better Luck Tomorrow. It's not even a Fast and the Now, a lot of people don't know this. Han is a character from another movie. So
right, I didn't know that.
So if you watch Better Luck Tomorrow, you're gonna go, holy shit! Everybody in the Fast and the Furious movies are in this fucking movie. And Han, remember when you see this guy, he's an Asian cat. He's in Better Luck Tomorrow, but then he's also in the Fast and the Furious movies when they're in Japan. And Justin Lin, that was his first movie he ever made. So that's why he brought Han, and he even said, he's like, I made him the same name, same character. So in Better Luck Tomorrow, he smokes cigarettes like crazy, like Fuzzy. He just smokes cigarettes. And what's he doing in all the rest of the Fast and Furious?
He's getting his tips because he's quit smoking.
See? So it's all connected. So I'm going to watch 1, 2, Better Luck Tomorrow.
Send me a text to remind me, Fuzzy. So
I'll lay it out for you. So I'm going to go through it. It's awesome,
Josh
dude. I was
appreciative of that.
Josh, no, but seriously, out of all of them, you will like Better Luck Tomorrow. Like it's Goodfellas. It's Goodfellas and it's a true story. It's a true story about these Asian kids who they're top. They get the good grades.
You should have said white kids. You'd have had them.
No, they decide that they're going to become gangsters, and it goes a little too far. It's pretty badass.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
All right. Jose says I have to watch it, so I have to watch it because I have to vote for Jose.
All right, guys, I gotta go. So good seeing you guys. See you guys next week.
Later, Steve.
Take care, all.
Yeah. Okay, now Havoc's gone. I can tell you the truth. Look, dude, he touched me in weird places while we were in Vegas, dude. There was some bubble gum. I don't know if it was the bubble gum in my pants or if it was his, but something went like this, and it was bad. And he swallowed. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Did he touch you where your bathing suit goes?
I love you, Jake. No, it was.
Show me on Luke Duke where he touched you.
Yeah. Right there, man.
Wait, what glass are you drinking out of, Fuzzy? I can't see.
The Batman who laughs.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yep, that.
I get excited when I see like those types of glasses. Like I go back and the old like McDonald's ones from the Star Wars and
Comic Cave. Before I forget, so our
that's dope.
My
Jose.
neighbor friend of your, he came back at my garage sale, and he wanted more of those books.
All right, Nando.
Later, Nando.
Bye.
It was
Yeah, I
awesome,
hung out
dude.
with him. Vargas, I hung out with him. I got him to sign my Cobra Commander helmet. And I took a really cool cosplay picture with him, with me as Cobra Commander, Miles as Destro, and Gwen as the Baroness back in the day, before they outgrew having fun.
No, my little one. I will see you there, James.
What were you saying, Fuzz? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, exactly what he said, Comic Cave. He goes, "You got any more of those magazines?" And I was like, no, I don't have any more. But, and I remembered I had those sketches of the sexy ladies, and I showed it to him, and he like literally almost nutted in his pants. And then he wanted this decapitated doll that my friend didn't want me to sell him. So don't sell him that doll, dude. You don't know what he's gonna do to that doll.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome. Yes, I know. Hey, I wish you were here, Comic Cave. I literally was thinking that the whole time. I'm like, fucking Isaac would be dying right now. Like, I don't think he would keep a straight face. I was trying so hard not to laugh when he was here. Oh. All right, dude. I'm gonna have to tap out because my beautiful wife is looking at me funny.
Yep. Yeah. I feel you.
Josh has to get up early tomorrow.
She's touching my butt now.
Today? Oh yeah, you have to get up today. It's today for us already.
All right, y'all. Thanks for showing up. We'll see y'all next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Love, peace, and Popeyes grease. Love you guys.
See you later.
Peace.